Guys, how's it going? Just got back, went for a run to get some more body filler. Um, when I posted the last video, I said, nobody wants to watch somebody's sanding. I mean, it's boring. So one of the first comments I got in the last video was, "Hey, can you show us a sanding video?" I've done a couple on it already. So you can go back and take a look on block sanding and different things, the blocks I use, and different kind of sandpapers and stuff. But I'll cover it briefly in this one. But one thing I haven't shown is spreading filler and showing how I do that. I went to my auto body supply store around Christmas time, and I picked up a gallon of filler. And the guy told me then that it was going up in price, so I got 2 cans. So yeah, at that time I paid $65 a can, and today, well, there it is, $90, 90, up 25 bucks. That's almost 40%. So next time you see the talking heads on TV, these economic geniuses telling you that inflation's at 5.7, they're full of shit. Anyway, so we're gonna go on the finishing up the rear fenders. I've actually already done one today before I went shopping, and so yeah, new subscribers, thanks again. Got geez, at least a dozen anyway, maybe more, and it's only Monday, so thanks again, and tell your buddies, tell your chums, spread the word. You know how it works. And yeah, so we might as well just get right to it. Okay, so like I said, this one is ready for primer. Just being the left side, of course. You can tell, all the different shades. It's different coats. I mean, I apply it very, very thin, but several coats, and get all the waves out of it. And so it looks like there's a lot on there, but there's not. It's very, very thin. So yeah, that one's primer ready. So I've got this one here to finish up, and looks pretty good right now. But when you rub your hand over it, you can feel just slight waves in it. So it needs another skim. See, because I'm sanded down to almost the metal right here. So as soon as you get the metal, stop, because you can't go any lower than that. Okay, that's a high spot. Everything's got to be at that level. So we'll skim it out, and yeah, I guess I'll just mix up a batch, and I'll come back, set up the camera on the tripod, and spread some filler. Okay, so I've mixed up a batch. Make sure you only mix up enough that you can use in like 5 minutes. So because that's all the amount of time you have. So pick a starting point. I'm going to start down here. Now, when you're applying, the putty, okay, I got down here. What you want to do is work into the mud that you already have on the fender. You don't want to go this way. You want to go this way. The reason is you don't want to end up with a ridge or a little dip there from the spreader. So I'll pull into it. Like so. And it's just a feel thing, And you get a little bit of a curve on these, plastic spreaders. You can manipulate a little bit with your fingers. There was a spot here I could feel before. Okay, and then on this edge, I felt some stuff here. And again, pull into your work that you've already done. Like so. And it's already starting to get hard. Yeah, that's it. It's done. Anyway, I'll come back after and we'll sand it. So we'll see how this turned out. Okay. So for sanding, I get most of my paper out of the carpentry section at the hardware store. I find it way cheaper than the automotive specific paper. I mean, they want like $1.25 per sheet, where you can buy whole packages of the regular paper, woodworking paper for, $20. So with 50 sheets in it, so way cheaper. Also, I got different blocks and stuff. I got this one here that's kind of, flexible, and again, that's a sanding belt for a belt sander from the carpentry section. Cut it to length, clip it in. They last forever. When they get a little bit clogged up, I just blow them out with air and, keep on trucking. So I use that a lot. For this, I'm going to start off with a 60 grit. I know it's pretty coarse, but just to get my shape. And once I get it there, I'll go over it again with maybe 150. Any of the deep scratches that are left, either skim them out or, the high build primer that I use will fill those in. So I'm going to go ahead and knock down the big lumps and ridges and stuff with the 60 grit, and we'll go from there. What you want to do here is the next pattern. So you want to go this way and then back down this way, and just keep on going until you got it all dialed in. So now we'll go the other way. You see I keep alternating this way or this way. It just kind of keeps everything, true. Okay, so that's getting better. A little low right here. We'll probably need another skim on this one. I think you got the idea. I'll switch it over to time lapse to finish this off. You don't want to watch me doing this for half an hour, do you? Okay, so both fenders are done. Ready for primer. So that's a good thing. There was a lot of messing around with this bead here, but I got it pretty good now, and we'll see how she looks when I get primer on it. But I'm going to finish up all these panels and spray them all at the same time. So I'll put this fender away, and I'll sweep up a little bit and clean up and set up to tackle that hood next. And yeah, in between coats of mud while it's drying, I'm going to play around with those headlights and see if I can get them figured out so I can get the holes drilled, because the two front fenders will be next up after the hood. So yeah, I'm going to clean up, and I'll get back with the hood in a minute. Okay, so I got my hood set up, and I ran my hand over it a little bit here, and got a couple of kinks in it. One right here, and then a small one here and one here. So I'm going to take my hammer dolly and hammer those out first before we start putting some filler on. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Much better, much better. Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty much ready to put some filler on. I think what I'm going to do is support the center of this thing, front and back, just so it doesn't bend out of shape or whatever. Because I'm going to be pushing down on it with the filler, so I don't want to bend anything. So I'm going to support the middle of it, and yeah, mix up a batch of filler, and we'll be right back. Hey, mixed up a good batch. Crap. Again, you want to pull from this way into your mud. Starting to stiffen up on me already. that's it for that. Okay, so I know some of that was not in the camera, but anyway, that's the part that you couldn't see. So yeah, not bad for a first shot. I got that whole corner there to do yet in the back. So, but that's going to be after supper because I'm starving. So yeah, I'll come back out after supper. We'll get another shot of mud on there, and you know, I want to say mud, filler, putty. It's the same thing. I'm talking about the same thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and eat, and I'll see you after supper. Okay, so had my supper, and I'm gonna mix up another batch and get it on. Get this back corner here, and pull this whole side in. You can tell, see dark green spots. Those are low spots. So, you know, so we got some work to do yet. So yeah, I'm gonna set this up on the tripod, focus on the whole piece, and we'll sling some more filler. Oh. Here I'm pulling the filler pretty tight. In other words, it's very, very thin. It's just like a tight, tight skim. And just a little bit left. That's it. So there you have it. That's body work. I never realized that I never showed myself spreading out filler in any of my videos. So I figured I'd show it this time. Exciting, eh? You know, it shows you that it's repetitive, it's tedious, it's boring even. But that's body work. You know, you just take your time and keep plugging away at it. You know, I've taped and mudded thousands of sheets of drywall in my day. It's the same principle, except it's you know, drywall mud times 4, because you know, a panel on a car has to be dead straight. It's not like a wall where it just has to look straight. So, yeah. I'm going to carry on with the hood, finish it off maybe tonight or probably early tomorrow morning. But I'll get at least another coat on tonight. It's getting dark now. It's just after 8 o'clock. One thing about body work, it does build up a powerful thirst, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, new subscribers, thank you very much. You know, tell your buddies, tell your chums, hit the bell. And, you know, it's going in the right direction for sure. And don't be afraid to leave comments in the comment section below. It helps out the algorithm. I don't know what that means, but apparently it helps. And, you know, if you don't do anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.